There are a lot of Rolex watches that people dream about owning. The Daytona, the Submariner, the GMT Master, even the Day-Date. But if you asked me to choose just one Rolex reference to keep forever, one watch that sums up everything I love about the brand, it wouldn't be any of those. It would be this. The Rolex Explorer 2 reference 16570 with its stunning white polar dial. Now that's probably not the answer most people were expecting, but over the years I've handled and photographed hundreds of luxury watches, and every time I come back to the 16570 I'm reminded why it's become my favourite Rolex reference ever made. So today I want to explain to you why. The first thing that makes this watch so special to me is the size. It's a 40mm case, but unlike many modern sports watches, it actually wears like a true 40. It's slim, it's balanced, it slips under the cuff effortlessly. Nothing about it feels oversized or exaggerated. I think Rolex absolutely nailed the proportions on this generation. Modern watches seem to be getting thicker and heavier every year, but the 16570 comes from an era where comfort was just as important as presence. You almost forget you're wearing it until you catch the light on that incredible white dial. Speaking of the dial, for me, the Polar is the one to have. There's something about that crisp white background contrasted against the black surrounds on the hour markers and hands that gives it incredible legibility. It changes personality depending on the light. Sometimes it looks bright white, sometimes almost cream, sometimes slightly silvery. It always has character. One of the reasons I've always loved the Explorer 2 is that it's not loud. Most people won't recognise it as a Rolex, and I genuinely think that's a part of its appeal. It's a watch built for the person wearing it, not for everyone looking at it. The fixed 24-hour bezel gives it a completely different look from the Submariner, the Sea Dweller or a GMT Master. It feels purposeful, functional and honest. It's the kind of watch that grows on you rather than trying to impress you on day one. Another thing I absolutely love is how incredibly versatile it is. On the original Oyster bracelet, it's sporty and refined. You could wear it to work, out for dinner, or every single day without ever feeling over or underdressed. But this watch can completely transform with different straps. Put it on a NATO strap and it suddenly looks like the adventure watch it was always designed to be. It feels rugged, ready for hiking, travelling, weekends away, or just knocking around without worrying about it. Then you can swap it onto a beautiful leather strap, a rich brown with some cream stitching, and suddenly it takes on a completely different personality. It's elegant, understated. It's one of those rare Rolex references that genuinely looks fantastic on almost anything. Very few watches can pull that off. Of course, we can't talk about the Explorer 2 without mentioning what it was originally built for. Unlike the GMT Master, which was designed for airline pilots crossing time zones, the Explorer 2 was created for people working in environments where distinguishing day from night became difficult. Cave explorers, scientists and adventurers. The fixed 24-hour bezel and additional hand allowed the wearer to tell whether it was 2 AM or 2 PM. It's one of those genuinely useful complications that give the watch a real purpose. Even if most of us will never venture into a cave, it's nice knowing that the function wasn't invented as a marketing exercise. It had a job to do. This particular reference also represents what I think is a sweet spot in Rolex history. You get modern reliability, dependable automatic movement, excellent build quality, sapphire crystal, solid everyday durability, but you still retain that slightly vintage charm that newer Rolex models have started to lose. The slimmer lugs, the more elegant proportions, the drilled lug examples on earlier models. It feels like Rolex before everything became bigger, shinier and more expensive. One thing I really appreciate is that the Explorer 2 has never chased trends. It has never been the most hyped Rolex, and it has never been the waiting list king. It's quietly gone about being one of the best everyday watches Rolex has ever produced. And I actually think that's made people appreciate it even more over time. Collectors seem to discover the 16570 rather than buying it because social media told them to. And I also like that. If someone asked me what a perfect one watch collection looks like, I'd struggle to think of many better answers. It's comfortable enough for daily wear, tough enough for adventure, smart enough for formal occasions, casual enough to wear with jeans and a t-shirt. It works on steel, it works on leather, it works on nylon, It genuinely fits every situation. So, is this the rarest Rolex? No. Is it the most expensive? Definitely not. Is it the most technically impressive? No. But for me, it represents something even better. Pure balance. It's the watch that does absolutely everything without trying too hard. It's rugged without being aggressive, refined without being delicate. It's understated without being boring. And after spending years around luxury watches, that's exactly the kind of watch I've come to appreciate the most. If someone told me I could only own one Rolex for the rest of my life, the answer would be easy. The Rolex Explorer 2 16570 Polar. Not because it's famous, not because it's the most valuable, but because in my eyes, it's the perfect Rolex. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate you leaving a like and subscribing to Caffeine and Chronometers. I'd also love to know your favourite Rolex reference in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.